Doggies, I have an epic trade I want to show you here. This was not only a record trade for us in the Grok day trading chat room, but it was also another record day. After we broke one last week, we smashed the record again here. So it was on LFIN. Let me show you a few trades I had on it before. First of all, it popped up here. By the way, the low of day was $35. Remember that number. And then we got up here, it popped up, and that was for 4.2%. And then it did a pullback. I got in, boom, it went up, and it pulled back. I got out at 8.25%, and then boom, I got in again, and it got halted right up here at $61 area. And then when it pulled back after the halt stopped, it did dip down, came up, and then I stopped out right here at for 15.8%. Those are the first three trades I had on it. But now I want to talk about the epic trade that I had on it. First of all, I got to say, first of all, I was doing half lots in all of these. So these are the full lot percentages, but then I'll show you the half lot equivalents afterwards. And secondly, it was a high probability entry, but then became very, very risky as I went through the trade, and you'll see why in just a moment. So set a trade was up here. It was halted. It was halted for 5 minutes. Here it is at 4 minutes. Let's see what happened after it got started again. And then look at that. Went up here. It was basing up here around $72.50, and then I set a trade, and then boom, away it went. And look at that. I am now in at $74.70 on LFIN. Ready? And then boom, look at that. So immediately pulled a stop up in the money right away. Again, this is half lot, so I could have it set a 2% stop. And then guess what? It got halted 3 minutes later. And it got halted right up here. Now what do you do? Well, what I did do was I said, okay, if this sucker, when it stops, when it comes off of the halt, if it drops down, it would stop me out immediately. If it basically pulled up like back here, it dropped down dramatically and then ran all the way right back up again. So this time it didn't. The second time it got halted, boom, it took off. It didn't pull back at all. I didn't know what it was going to do, so I did pull it back. It's still in the money. A very nice trade it could be. And let's see what happened after it came off of halt here. Boom! Look at that! I mean, this is not just a little bit, folks. That is a 16% raise in 2 minutes. Guess what? Got halted again. So I was pulling my stop up, and then it got halted again. So now I got 5 minutes to take my time, figure out what I want to do. So I'm going to pull it back here. Let's get rid of this here. And it was, again, just halted up here in the $95 area. And boom, after it halted, look at it, jumped right up here. So I ran it up like this, and I got my full stop out just under $100. And then I set up a half an order here, and it started to stall up here. So it's going running up. And so I went ahead and I was pulling my limit order up, and it just kept running. And I got out at $112.63 on that first half for 50.8% on the first half. And then I pulled my stop up here just under the 105. Let's see what's going to happen after that. Boom, it got halted again, and then it took off again. It gapped up, and look at that. Within 1 minute, got halted again before I could even get my stop up there and try to get out. And so I'm running myself up here. Now what am I going to do? Is it going to slam down again after that? No, again, if it jumps more than 10% in a short period of time, it's halted. This one jumped 16% and was halted immediately. It's up here at 129 now. Wow. So I went ahead and I had my trade right down here, and this is a terrific trade already. I mean, this is over 50% now, right? So I'm just, I pulled it back, and if it takes off again, I'll immediately pull my stop up here. Here we go, and boom, it went up like that, and I ran my stop all the way up here and hit $142.80. What was the low? It started at $35 low today. It was at 142, and I got out here right at 139.79. Are you ready for this? For 87.1% on the second half. Whoo! Doggies. And that and then it snapped right back here, got halted again immediately, and I'm out, and I'm going to head and take a look at this trade now. So it was a high base here, it broke out, and then it got up here, got halted twice, and then I got out half of it just before the third halt, and then it popped up again, it got halted, and then as it came off of the halt, it came down to this 8 EMA and then rocketed up. Again, tough to see this when it's not dynamic. And then it pulled back, and I was running my stop up, and it stopped me out. So this total trade, are you ready for this, was for 68.9% on one trade. Again, it was a half lot, folks, which is full lot equivalent about 35%. Who doggies doesn't get any better than that? An early Christmas gift, wasn't it? Now, what happened after that? It got halted, and it didn't just get halted for 5 minutes. Look at this. On and on and on. It got halted at 12 o'clock and still here half an hour later. It opened at $60 to $65 and didn't recover the rest of the day. Well, it went from 35 to 142 and then back to 60. So I am very glad I got out of that one. So did we have a good day in the Grok day trading chat room? You bet we did. In fact, here we were. It was kind of choppy here at the beginning of the day. Yeah, the markets were up, but it was kind of choppy here. It has a few nice trades. Then the LFIN kicked in here, and you can see on the first trade, again, full lot equivalents are listed here, but just under it. 4.2 on the first one, 8% on the second one, 15% on the third one, and this last one, 68%. Again, full lot equivalents there. So for the entire day, our target is 5% for the day, and 10% for a stretch goal for the day. For the week, it's 50% stretch goal for the week. We were at 56.85% for the day. Whoo doggies, come join us. Go to groktrade.com and look under the Grok Day Trading Chat Room. Love to have you. This is Mark the Meerkat, and this is the Christmas season, so I want to wish each and every one of you a Merry Christmas. Trade well, and may your winners run.